Failed with major repairs. Technical repair report for bidding. Restoration with permit by a fully licensed vendor. Engineer oversight. 3 site visits. Certification with owner liability in lieu of a load test. Load test still may be required by the AHJ.
Fire escape inspection summary video. Inspector Alan Toll. I'm here at 1142 McKinley in Oakland, California. This is the first one of 3 systems. We're referring to this as system D1, and it is a basically, what is this? A 3.5-story building with this is a 2-platform system. No ladder to the roof. It is painted. So what we're looking for is that the fire escape is painted, is that structurally sound. In order to certify fire escape in Oakland, you would either need to fully restore it or do in lieu of a load test or partial restoration and integrated load test where whatever is left behind is load tested, or we do a full load test. As I mentioned, fire escape is painted, but it could use a little bit of maintenance. There's a couple of issues that we've discovered that we will point out to you. I'm here with Dave today to help assist me. So let's get started. We're on the top platform, again the second of 2. There's a ladder, fixed ladder to this first platform, and then there's a Joby fold-out ladder to grade. So up on the upper platform, not too much that we see, but we're starting to see some areas where water is starting to intrude into the connections. You can see there, the slat there, a little bit at the clip. So, it's not bad today, but it's going to need some maintenance that will allow us to, allow it to be certified more easily in the future. Starting to get some rust build up between the treads and the stringer. So basically what you want to do there is clean out that area. Get a grinder in there, clean it out, right Dave? And kind of just clean out as much rust, get it down to bare metal, and then come back in and prime it and paint it, and then caulk, silicone seal it with 30 to 50 years silicone, and that'll prevent any future water from infiltrating in there and making that condition worse. You can see over here we're starting to get some of these flats lifting up, and the reason is we're getting, you can see that we're getting all these openings here. I mean, all the paint is pulled away, and it's allowing water to get in underneath there and start to rust out those clips, the rivets. So we want to come in there. Again, just clean it up, get rid of it, any loose paint, and prime it and caulk it again. And that'll take care of that. Same thing with the handrails. You start to get water inside the railing here, which can compromise that in the future. It's not in bad shape right now, but you can see here we're getting a little bit of surface rust. So again, clean that out, repaint it. It may even need a full paint job. It can be up to the client. This is going to start to peel away, right? Right, Dave?
It is, yes.
This connection back to the wall is not in bad shape, but as we go down, it's all original hardware. All square head bolts. Anything else you see up here, Dave? Railings are in good order.
Good order. Above deck, not so much.
Okay, so we'll come down. We'll talk about the, you can see on the stringer clips, a little bit of separation there. We don't know if that's really rust or not, but if anything, it'd be good to replace those bolts, but let's caulk it, clean it, caulk it. Help us out for the future. You can see over here the lifting slats. Here I mentioned the treads. So you can see a lot of dirt and debris in there. So clean that out and caulk it. All mostly maintenance, nothing structural. Now we're starting to see some issues with the bolts underneath. As you can see here, we're getting some indication of rust back into the building. And what that's telling us, and Dave, you can chime in, is that
Right.
water is getting back behind that connection. So,
And it's causing those bolts to swell and crack here.
right, so what's happened is as rust starts to build up, it grows and grows and grows. Unless you stop it, it's just going to keep growing. And that's putting pressure on that bolt. It could compromise the bolt. So before we proceed any further, we're going to want to do some additional investigation of that to make sure that that bolt is sound. We have some options. We can negate that bolt by adding a new bracket and new either Hilti bolts or new through bolts. This bolt here, we got a little bit of concern because it's not really, but that is in compression, so it's not as big of an issue, but
But you can see
we're getting some
if
rust.
you, it's,
Yeah, you can see some rust on the surface right
it's
here
got
as well.
some, yeah,
Yeah, so again, especially this one, you can really
both
see it
sides
there.
as well, yeah. It's,
Yeah. So that's gonna just need some further investigation as well. Coming down, we have the fold-down ladder, which did operate. Starting to get, we want to see a little bit of, again, cleaning up this water, a little bit of maintenance and paint. Did operate fine.
operate fine, smooth.
Check all our welds here, but you can see that, we're getting rust where there's no paint, although it is galvanized. So, and as we go down the ladder, as I said, the ladder did operate. We're going to comment a little bit more below, but we want to make sure these plants are not in the way. There is no flat landing there, but it's pre-existing non-conforming. Also, we're noticing on this connection, you can see a lot of rust starting to build up here. So I'm going to remove all that. Again, the stringer clips at the bottom look good. Your treads look pretty good. This connection back, excuse me, Dave, that, is wants to be, make sure that this is all sealed properly here, but that connection doesn't look too bad. Again, clean up. Here's a little, seal, starting to get a little bit of buildup of dirt, and that's all a magnet for water in the future. Whoop. Okay, I got a loose flat here. So we want to, get all this cleaned up, get all this old paint out, and make sure it's not any more magnet for any water. Again, here's our connections up above. Underside looks good. Anything else, Dave? I think we covered it,
I
huh?
think that covers all the concerns
Okay.
we had.
If you have any questions, Fire Escape Engineers, 866-649-0333.
Load test still may be required by the AHJ. Failed with major repairs. Technical repair report forbidding. Restoration with permit by a fully licensed vendor. Engineer oversight. 3 site visits. Certification with owner liability in lieu of a load test. Fire escape issues. Photos represent what the violations are, not where they are or how many exist. Pass-fail inspection, not technical repair report.